Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for November 7th, read by Charlie L. from St. Paul, Minnesota. AA thoughts for the day. Possibility. As soon as we admitted the possible existence of a creative intelligence, a spirit of the universe, underlying the totality of things, we began to be possessed of a new sense of power and direction, provided we took other simple steps. We found that God does not make too hard terms for those who seek him. To us, the realm of the spirit is broad, roomy, all-inclusive, never exclusive or forbidding to those who earnestly seek. It is open, we believe, to all men. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 46. Thought to consider. Take a walk with God. He will meet you at the steps. Acronyms. Denial. Don't even notice I am lying. Just for today. Very precious thing, from loneliness to solitude. There are two sides of a man's being alone. In our language, loneliness expresses the pain of being alone. Solitude expresses the glory of being alone. What happens to us in AA that makes it possible for us not only to endure, but to enjoy moments of solitude? What changes our loneliness to solitude? The love and understanding we find in AA are a protective curtain between ourselves and the aching loneliness of our drinking days. The first few weeks, some of us spend most of our time in an AA club talking with others. Then it becomes evident that we must go to work and somehow meet the demands and responsibilities of our daily lives. We are afraid. Will the old loneliness hit us again when we are out of the actual presence of other AA members? Sooner or later, by practicing the principles of the 12 steps, we find in ourselves a very precious thing, something inside that we can be comfortable with regardless of whether we are at home by ourselves or anywhere else that life takes us. AA members are not emotional cripples who need someone to hold their hands every moment of the day and night to prevent their falling. We grow up with the help of God as we understand him and the fellowship of the group, and by applying the 12 steps to our lives. Came to Believe, page 109. Daily reflections. Let go and let God. Praying only for knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 96. When I let go and let God, I think more clearly and wisely. Without having to think about it, I quickly let go of things that cause me immediate pain and discomfort. Because I find it hard to let go of the kind of worrisome thoughts and attitudes that cause me immense anguish, all I need to do during those times is allow God, as I understand him, to release them for me. And then and there, I let go of the thoughts, memories, and attitudes that are troubling me. When I receive help from God as I understand him, I can live my life one day at a time and handle whatever challenges that come my way. Only then can I live a life of victory over alcohol in comfortable sobriety. As Bill sees it, telling the worst. Though the variations were many, my main theme was always how god-awful I am, just as I often exaggerated my modest attainments by pride, so I exaggerated my defects through guilt. I would race about confessing all and a great deal more to whoever would listen. Believe it or not, I took this widespread exposure of my sins to be great humility on my part, and considered it a great spiritual asset and consolation. But later on, I realized at depth that the great harms I had done others were not truly regretted. These episodes were merely the basis for storytelling and exhibitionism. With this realization came the beginning of a certain amount of humility. Grapevine, June 1961. Big Book quote. When we became alcoholics, crushed by a self-imposed crisis we could not postpone or evade, we had to fearlessly face the proposition that God is everything or else he is nothing. God either is or he isn't. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, We Agnostics, page 53. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. I have lost many of my resentments. I have found that getting even with people doesn't do any good. When we try to get revenge, instead of making us feel better, it leaves us frustrated and cheated. Instead of punishing our enemies, we've only hurt our own peace of mind. It does not pay to nurse a grudge. It hurts us more than anyone else. Hate causes frustration, inner conflict, and neurosis. If we give out hate, we will become hateful. If we are resentful, we will be resented. If we do not like people, we will not be liked by people. Revengefulness is a powerful poison in our systems. Have I lost my resentments? Meditation for the day. It is not so much you as the grace of God that is in you that helps those around you. If you would help even those you dislike, you have to see that there is nothing in you to block the way, to keep God's grace from using you. Your own pride and selfishness are the greatest blocks. Keep those out of the way, and God's grace will flow through you into the lives of others. Then all who come in contact with you can be helped in some way. Keep the channel open, free from those things that make your life futile and ineffective. Prayer for the day. I pray that all who come in contact with me will feel better for it. I pray that I may be careful not to harbor those things in my heart that put people off. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota, 55012. I'm Charlie L., and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, 1990, or 2001.